Yeah, hi, it's the 16th of April 2018 at 12:30 p.m. Personally, I find it easier to understand something if I draw a comparison between whatever topic it is I'm discussing and another. That's why I use analogy a lot. Um, it allows me to it allows me to check my thinking, to check the validity of what I'm thinking. It's not so much to explain it to others or anything else like that, but it's a checking mechanism. And let's face it, that's what we do mostly in life. We check things, and that's when it works, when things are checked. Uh, yeah, so that's what I do. And this is what I'm basically suggesting to guys here, or recommending as an option to consider. Not if This is not if you don't want anything further to do with women and you just want to wash your hands of them, that's it. Yeah, fine. Then I don't even know why you listen to me or come to my channel, because I'm not I'm not suggesting that. I'm not in that camp. Um, I'm wanting to be happy, and I'm looking for a better way to live. I'm looking for another store. I'm not happy. That's the store I've come from. Okay, that one there. I'm not happy with it. I'm not, the way they run it, the way they treat men, and that sort of thing. So I've come up here to the parking lot, if you like, in cyberspace. Now up in space, cyberspace, but I sort of think of it as space. And I'm looking around. Look, I've spoken to people on the other side of the planet. I have a good friend in Romania, um, and I've had friends in the UK, and I found that the friends in the UK are very similar to the friends I have or the women and the people I know in Australia. So I've forgotten about the UK. And I don't think I know any women from the US, so I haven't discussed anything I haven't known them. So what I've ended up, somehow by hook or by crook, I've ended up in Asia, and of all places, the Philippines, as I've told you. And that's because the room I frequent is mostly Filipino women. And over the years, the 4 or 5 years that I've been going there, yeah, I've gotten to know them pretty well. And the best thing about it is that I've had a chance. I'm living in my known culture here in Australia that I know, and I grew up here. And I'm, but in a sense, I'm also living up there at the same time. Now, the benefit of doing this in cyberspace is that, yeah, I'm not confronted with everything at once. Inundated with, even the soft drink tastes different, or everything's different. So I'm not left with having to, I pack up, leave here, go up there, and to, this whole new world, this whole different world that, and then I've got to try and understand the cultural differences. By doing it in cyberspace, I can actually take my time and get to understand the cultural differences, and also understand how their society is stacked up versus how our society is stacked up. And believe it or not, after 5 years, even the most basic and obvious things are starting to come out. Oh, things like, yeah, they forbid divorce, ostensibly to keep the society together, I guess. Not because they're just stupid or anything else like that. Yeah, no, they just see that as, no divorce. Everybody gets divorced. The same thing will happen as happening in the West. Their society is cracking up. That's the way they see it. Frankly, that's the way I see it too. I just see us disintegrating slowly. Where men and women don't need one another. I think, Filipinos, for example, are probably saying, no. If men and women need one another, then we'll stick together as a society. That's important to us. I think that's the way they're seeing it. Yeah, which is all well and good, but I'm finally starting, slowly, the penny's dropping, and okay, that's why they're doing that. Nothing slow about me, is it? So, and I think it's for the same reason. Yeah, that women need the men for, it's just the social system is stacked that way. So, women need men. But as I've had a chance, and yesterday I got this email from Flor, and she told me that some of the women will just take the resources and not necessarily love the men. They just want the resources, which is what you guys are talking about. A lot of you mgtow are saying, yeah, that's what, and you're saying all women. Well, Flor's saying not all women. She's saying some of the women do that. Okay. So at least she's being honest about it. She is admitting, yes, some do, all right? But she's saying others don't. So there's two camps there as well. You've got those who want you just for your money, and those who want you because of you too. And what a perfect way to actually find that out and to meet people who may want you for what you want from cyberspace. I'm not saying it's perfect, you get there and it'll be all perfect, but at least you've got a chance to start sorting that out from the comfort of where you are at the moment. Living in your society, okay, where you know most of it, everything's set, but yeah, you can start feeling your way around it. Another society, that could be Mexico, it could be South America, it could be Eastern Europe, it could be Europe, it could be anywhere. If you're not happy where you're at, and most of you aren't, and maybe you'd like to consider moving, if not, during your working life, what about in retirement? Maybe you could look around, but this is a good way to do it. And this is what all I'm trying to suggest is, I'm not trying to tell you to do it, that that's the only way to go or anything else like that. No, this is the way I'm going. And this is my experience, and you're viewing my experiences and the craziness that I go through. But it's giving you an idea of what I'm learning along the way. I'm sort of trying to impart that, even down to things like, it makes sense, I suppose, if you want to hold a society together, that you have the women dependent on the men, and divorces, it makes sense. That'd be the plan there, to keep the society together. Now, believe it or not, it took me that long to sort of realise that. Nobody else is talking about it. But that's, so you got all of that happening, all right, but then, and from up here you can continue, like I deal daily with these people, and irregularly with Western people. Oh my God, when they come on my channel, I can understand where I'm going, and they just can't help themselves. They just have to attack me. And it's cementing that idea. And I think even somebody said to me yesterday or the day before, so, at least it's reinforcing why you've got to leave it. And yes, the answer is yes, it's reinforcing it. If I forgotten, because up until recently, I've had very little to do with Western women in 5 years. Oh my God, it's come back into my life for whatever reason. And whoa, it's, so it's got that advantage as well. All I'm saying is, instead of just packing up your bags in frustration and going and being inundated by this whole everything, new culture, cyberspace is a way that you can start sorting out what you want to do. And look, you can come onto a mgtow channel, and they mgtow keep reminding you of the things you've got to be careful of. Right, which for me is a continual wake-up call. Keep checking. They're really saying keep checking, keep checking. Yeah, I get to marriage, and I can't bring myself to think, no, I don't want marriage. There has to be a better way. For me, there has to be a better way. And for me, I'm actually opting for a business relationship. I want to be bound by business. I have a partnership, business partnership. Half and half. Cut it down the middle. Bang. She gets half, I get half. From the get-go. So there's no dividing it up later or anything else like that. No, we set it up with the idea of dissolution in the end. I don't want a divorce, end up in a family court, with a business. If she chooses to go and marry somebody else, fine, go ahead and marry them. But I'm not going to be put in that jail again. All right, so I'm forming a business relationship, and that's just how it will be. I think I can't see that marriage, for me, for example, solves any problem whatsoever. And in my world, in my business world, if something doesn't solve a problem, sure as hell causes one, and I don't need any more problems. But anyway, that's the whole point. That's what I'm trying to do. What I'm doing in this channel, I'm saying it's tool. You've got a computer, okay? Go explore the world. Check out the options. Compare this to that to that. That is, if you want to, even in your retirement, you might think, no, I don't want to just sit here and rot and become an old man, and I actually would like to be useful. I'd like to, so this is a way to find out how you can do that, how it would work. I mean, you can just do it from the comfort of your own home, and just be faced with some of the issues that you would be faced with if you were there. But it allows you to sort it out. That's really all I'm doing. That's all I can offer you. And you can sit here and watch my experience, but it's not like having your own experience. And I'm sure it's not as good as actually going there. But this way you can get a feel for it first, so you don't hit the ground, completely naive and completely, watch out, I know kung fu. Anyway, it's good talking to you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.